Welcome to this Sunday service here at Bielefeld Sunrise Church. It's April the 10th and it is Palm Sunday. At sunrise, we are open and affirming to all who are curious, seeking, new believers trying to find out together with us what it means to walk with Jesus in the 21st century. Now, announcements. Church services start every Sunday at 10 a.m. online on our homepage, as well as a sermon by Pastor Andy at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. The live stream devotional and praise on Facebook on Saturday evenings at 6 p.m. As always, for updates and details, please check the Sunrise homepage at sunrise-church.org, sunrise-church.org. Please feel free to listen to the weekly praise playlist before or after the service, and also check out the Sunrise playlists available on the homepage, Spotify, and YouTube. Palm Sunday 2022, he was minding his own business. But he ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time, or so it seemed. He was from a town called Cyrene on the coast of Libya. It took several weeks to walk from Cyrene to Jerusalem in the day. And every Jewish person wanted to go to Jerusalem for Passover, at least once in their lives. Luke's gospel says that on a certain Friday 2,000 years ago, a man named Simon was coming into Jerusalem from the country, quote unquote. Perhaps he had just arrived in Jerusalem for his once-in-a-lifetime pilgrimage. We can only guess. If that was the case, his heart must have been filled with excitement. The kind of excitement I felt the first time when I saw St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, or the first time I walked through the doors of Graceland on our pilgrimage, mainly my wife's pilgrimage, to see the home of Elvis, the king of rock and roll. Whether this was his first time in the city, or if he had been here many times before, Simon must have been thrilled to be in Jerusalem, praying that this would be a holy Passover feast. Now, Jerusalem was always crowded at Passover. At this holy time of year, there were always crowds. But this crowd, the crowd Simon encountered on that particular Friday, was different. People were shouting, "Crucify him." They were angry. Others in the crowd seemed sad. As Simon looked around, perhaps he saw a woman named Mary who was crying out, "My son." Perhaps Simon saw a man whose skin was perfect. That man was shouting, "He healed my leprosy." Perhaps he saw a little girl who might have been whispering, "He touched my hand," when everyone thought I was dead. Simon, the man from Cyrene, was stuck in the middle of this strange crowd. The wrong place at the wrong time. You know how scary crowds are. They push you along. They take you in a direction you don't want to go. And then Simon feels a strong hand grabbing him by the arm, a Roman soldier. Simon may have just wanted to get to the Jewish temple. Now he's in the grip of a sweaty soldier, and everyone knew you don't mess with Roman soldiers. And then Simon sees another man, a man hardly recognizable because of the blood. The man was too weak to carry his cross. Did Simon get sick to his stomach? Why had they beaten him? Why the crown of thorns? He was losing so much blood. Would they even need to crucify him? Then Simon realizes that the crowd is now shouting at him. The sweaty soldier says something that makes no sense. Carry the cross. What? Carry the cross. Maybe Simon tried to complain, but Roman soldiers expected and received obedience. So Simon picks up the cross, a cross he did not deserve, a cross that did not belong to him, a cross that made no sense. I suspect that he was probably angry and frightened and disappointed and confused, all at the same time. And then they started to walk, Simon and Jesus. Both of them suffering, both burdened, both of them kept going, one step at a time. Did they say anything to each other? We don't know. But perhaps Simon recognized that Jesus was no ordinary man, or that Jesus did not deserve all of this. After all, Luke will later tell us that another criminal crucified next to Jesus would declare that Jesus was an innocent man. At least some people in this crazy crowd realized the truth. On this day, which many of us call Palm Sunday, we hear about what happened to Jesus on the day that he entered Jerusalem. And we also hear Luke's account of what happened to Jesus during the last hours of his earthly life, beginning with supper on Thursday night, leading to his death on the cross on a Friday afternoon. It's a lot to listen to, a lot to absorb. And in this account of Jesus' passion, that man from Cyrene, Simon, is mentioned only briefly. And then we do not hear about him again. But I wonder about Simon. I wonder if later in life, Simon remembered Good Friday in a different light. When he was stuck in the middle of that crazy, angry crowd, he may have thought that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But with hindsight, maybe he realized that he was in the right place at the right time, because every human being has a moment when the cross is handed to us. We don't deserve it. It makes no sense. It confuses and frightens us. How in the world are we going to carry the weight of this cross? How in the world will we possibly go forward? Then one thing becomes clear. We are not walking alone. As Simon carried the cross, he was walking with Jesus. As you carry your cross, you are walking with Jesus. Look for him. That's where peace and strength are found. Now, to be clear, there are times in life when I do the wrong thing and I experience suffering because of my bad decisions. That's not a cross, quote unquote. That's called taking responsibility for my choices. But then there are days when I am minding my own business. I try to do what's right. Like Simon, I've tried to be faithful to my religion. And then the cross gets handed to me. And it makes no sense. A cross is really a cross when the one who carries it can honestly shout to God, I don't deserve this. Jesus didn't deserve the crucifixion, but it happened. Simon didn't deserve to carry the cross, but it happened. You don't deserve your cancer, your pulmonary fibrosis, your depression. You don't deserve the loss of your job, your spouse abandoning you, your family crisis. The people of Ukraine do not deserve their suffering. You don't deserve broken hearts, broken dreams, abuse, suffering, but it happens. The cross gets handed to you and you pick it up and you put one foot in front of the other and you slowly realize, I am not walking alone. The one who is bloody is walking beside me. The one whose hands were nailed is waving me forward. The one whose heart was pierced with a sword, is loving me in ways I never paid attention to before. And the one who rose from the dead is promising me that I will rise too. Simon was in the right place at the right time. How else could he have discovered that this undeserved cross was the tool God would use to reveal the closeness of Jesus? And how else could God teach Simon that the greatest gift we can give to one another is to help our brother and sister carry their crosses? Surely Simon spent the rest of his life paying attention to the folks in the crowd around him, no doubt. Surely Simon paid attention to the people who were burdened by the unfairness of life. If Simon ever saw another person struggling under the weight of an undeserved cross, you would not need a sweaty Roman soldier to tell him what to do. Pick it up, help them carry it. You're not alone. No one should be.